In Home Alone 2, yes, I know, I'm already using Christmas references. There's a scene where the bellhop, Mr. Hector, swipes Kevin's credit card to learn that the card has been stolen. The gig was up, and Mr. Hector knew it first. Essentially, that is how the market has begun to respond to the Fed's mission. After receiving a weaker CPI last week and now another inflationary data point, and the PPI coming in lower than expected, the market is seeing a flashing sign that things are no longer as it seems. The gift of the peak inflation may have arrived early under a Christmas tree. Remember, this is my house. We must defend it. We've spoken of how dire it is for Powell to retain the Fed's credibility and to ensure that they continue for the hiking trajectory. It's been on my radar to watch Mr. P might pop up to deter the current market's response and steal back this early Christmas rally. However, as Powell himself has acknowledged, if the data is the one speaking for its own, then this may be a sustainable positive turn for mortgage interest rates. My favorite part of Home Alone movies was seeking how Kevin would stay one step ahead of the bad guys and obviously the booby trap scenes. Although we don't know how the rest of the movie plays out, we can make sure and prepare for knowledge and whatever is thrown our way. Remember, this house must defend it. Now, the Fed President Mary Daly estimates that the Fed funds rate will get to 5%, meaning 100 basis points more hikes at a 50 basis point pace. That means that the hike in December, and then there'd be one on February 1st of next year. Pausing is off the table and not even part of the discussion. Rather, they're discussing slowing down the pace. Now, Dallas Fed President Lori Logan called the CPI report a welcome relief, but noted more rate increases probably are coming, although at a slower pace. Fed Governor Waller, looking towards the Federal Open Market Committee December meeting, the data of the past few weeks has made him more comfortable considering stepping down to 50 basis point hike. KC Fed President George said, hard to see inflation come down without painful outcomes. Contraction in the economy and slowdown in the labor market. Now, on the housing front, housing starts in October. We're down 4% to 1.4 million in a unit annualized pace. Starts are down almost 9% year over year. Single family starts, which are most important, were down 6% last month and at 855,000 unit pace. They are now down 21% year over year. So while interest rates are higher, demand is lower, supply should remain tight. Housing permits, which is the future supply, were down 2.4% last month and at a 1.526 million unit pace and are almost down 10% year over year. Single families were down 3.6% last month, 830,000 units, and down 22% year over year. Completions are down 20% from last year to 1.34 million annually. This is close to the amount of households in formations when retired and destroyed homes are considered. There is a big difference between the housing economic drive and the housing investment. Clearly, activity is in a recession, but the low supply environment will continue to support the prices and the supply and demand dynamics because they're the opposite of what we saw in 2007 during the crash. Tina Mitchell here, and that is your Money Chat. Coming up next in the Money Hour panel conversation.